Katherine from Student Learning Senior Tutor here. We help students with whatever it is about their learning that's a problem for them, and we've come to exam time, exams, and often the problem with exams is whether or not you're prepared, whether you've done enough, whether you're ready, and we all face that, and we've all been there. Okay, so today what I think is a good idea to talk about is exam strategies. Once you're in that exam, what do you do? What's the best way for you to get through that 3 hours? And first of all, there is 15 minutes at the beginning of your exam where you just look through the paper. That's all you're allowed to do, no pencils, no pens. And at that time, I think it's a really good idea to get your timing and plan your timing for that exam. So you go through the questions and you look at how much they're worth, and you think about how you would answer that, and then you calculate how long you think you can spend on that question. So that's all going on. Unfortunately, you can't write that down, so you have to think about that in that first 15 minutes. And then as soon as you're allowed to write, you can jot down what your plan is for that exam. So if you're feeling nervous in your exam, that's normal. We all face feeling nervous in our exam, but the problem is when your nerves start to inhibit your ability to show what you know. One of the things that I found when I was in an exam or in exams is I learned to just breathe. And I'll tell you what I did one day which really helped, and this might be a surprise to you, but I was starting to get so anxious that I put my head down and I just rested for 10 minutes. I just rested. And then when I lifted my head and started my exam again, I felt so fresh, and I finished that exam and I did well in that exam. So you can actually take the time to breathe, to relax, and to tell yourself, to convince yourself that you do know what you're doing and you can trust yourself. Okay, so when you come to your exam, make sure that you're on time for your exam. And bring with you your pens, bring several pens in a clear bag. Bring your ID card, and do bring a bottle of water because it's so important to remain hydrated during your exam. And of course, don't forget to leave your mobile phones at home. What if you're late for your exam for some reason? Your car didn't start, you got caught in traffic, anything like that can happen. I mean, life happens. So make sure that you go to your exam anyway. They will let you in for up to 45 minutes after your exam has started, so it's important for you to show up. However, if for some reason you can't make it to your exam, you need to fill out the forms to get special consideration if there is extenuating circumstances. You need to do it that day. Get onto it really promptly, because the university will consider your circumstances, but they don't want to do it retrospectively, they want to do it immediately. So find out what you need to do if you can't make it to your exam and go through that process. We actually do have exam preparation workshops if you're wanting to have some help with your preparation. Or you can come into Student Learning and talk with a Student Learning Tutor, and we can go through your material with you and make sure that you feel confident about your exam. Our exam workshop is on Monday the 14th of October at 1:10 so you'll see some information coming up about that. So do come along to that, and also there are other exam workshops around the university, so keep your eyes open for those. The Student Learning team wishes you all the best with your exams in 2013. Good luck.